Hello, everyone, and welcome to RadioCSIRT English Edition, your daily podcast with cybersecurity news. Today is Wednesday, November 12th, 2025, and this is episode 484, live from Europe and France. Coming up today, today's briefing covers 8 key cybersecurity stories shaping this show. First, Bitdefender has uncovered a new Russian campaign led by the group known as COMrade. Active since 2024, the group has been aligning with Russian political movements and is now abusing Microsoft Hyper-V to deploy malware hidden inside an Alpine Linux virtual machine. This minimalist VM, using only 120 megabytes of disk and 256 megabytes of memory, allows attackers to isolate the malicious code from the Windows host, effectively bypassing host-based EDR detection inside the VM. 2 components are deployed: curly shell, a reverse shell, and curlcat, a reverse proxy for stealth and command and control communication. Both are written in C++ using the libcurl library. Bitdefender notes that traditional EDRs miss this activity since it occurs inside the virtual environment. Detection therefore requires local network inspection, capable of identifying outbound C2 traffic and proactive hardening to prevent system binary abuse. Investigators also found a PowerShell script designed for remote execution and Kerberos ticket abuse, expanding the curly toolkit. Bitdefender advises defenders to monitor anomalous access to all SaaS and any suspicious Kerberos ticket creation or injection, which occur outside the VM and can be detected. Organizations should leverage Gravity Zone EDR/XDR to detect malicious credential access, and for leaner teams, consider managed detection and response services. Now, I purpose this quick focus on MDR, Managed Detection and Response. It is an outsourced security service operated by a specialized provider offering 24/7 monitoring, detection, and incident response. The MDR team continuously analyzes logs, EDR data, and network traffic, correlating alerts to remove false positives and initiate containment. They can isolate infected hosts, stop processes, or disable compromised accounts according to pre-approved rules. They also deliver ongoing reports and recommendations to improve security posture. In short, MDR extends the SOC capabilities of an organization, providing skilled analysts and automated threat hunting for those without in-house teams. Next, from Australia, ASIO Director General Mike Burgess warns that authoritarian regimes are preparing for high-impact cyber sabotage. He describes scenarios such as large-scale power outages, telecom shutdowns, or contamination of water systems, no longer theoretical but actively explored by elite state teams. Burgess pointed to the Salt Typhoon and Volt Typhoon hacking groups, both linked to China. Salt Typhoon focuses on espionage, probing Australian telecom networks, while Volt Typhoon compromised American critical infrastructure to pre-position for sabotage. The transition from espionage to destructive action, Burgess said, now depends only on political decision, not technical capability. He highlighted the role of AI advances and commercial offensive tools, which make sabotage capabilities easier to obtain. Burgess urged corporate leaders to move beyond complacency and poor governance. Most incidents stem from known vulnerabilities left unpatched. Boards must understand which systems, data, and people are critical and manage security holistically across the enterprise. For Burgess, complexity is no excuse for inaction. Risks are foreseeable and responsibility is clear. In application security, the OWASP Top 10 for 2025 has been released. Broken access control remains the number 1 risk, affecting 3.7% of tested applications. It covers issues such as missing API restrictions, URL manipulation to reach privileged pages, and violations of the principle of least privilege. The rule of thumb: deny by default. Security misconfiguration ranks second, driven by the shift toward configuration-driven security, especially in cloud environments. Software supply chain failures appear in third place, representing fewer cases, but the highest potential impact due to the nature of dependency breaches. Injection attacks, including SQL and XSS, dropped to 5th, while a new category, mishandling of exceptional conditions, enters the list, referring to race conditions, partial transactions, and sensitive data leaks through error messages. OWASP also published a new top 10 for AI and LLM applications, ranking prompt injection as the top risk. Despite progress, experts say software security has changed little over 2 decades. Functionality still outweighs safety. Google has introduced Private AI Compute. This privacy-enhancing platform allows AI queries to be processed in a cloud environment with on-device level privacy. It leverages Trillium TPUs and Titanium Intelligence enclaves, combined with AMD-based trusted execution environments that encrypt and isolate memory, cutting off administrative access. Only cryptographically attested workloads can run on trusted nodes. Connections are established via the noise protocol, with end-to-end encryption validated through OAK sessions and ELTS channels inside Google's hardened TPU platform. All operations are ephemeral. Once the session ends, all inputs and inferences are destroyed. Security features include binary authorization, IOMMU memory protection, VM isolation, zero-shell access, and IP relays operated by third parties to mask request origins. An external audit by NCOE Group found minor issues, a low-risk timing channel, and 3 attestation bugs now under patch. This move aligns Google with Apple and Meta, both offering similar privacy-preserving cloud AI solutions. Synology has patched a critical remote code execution vulnerability in BeeStation OS, tracked as CVE 2025-12686, with a CVSS score of 9.8. The bug, demonstrated at Pwn2Own Ireland 2025, stemmed from improper buffer size validation. All versions from 1.0 to 1.3 are affected. The fix is available in version 1.3.2-65648 or later. SAP has issued its November security notes fixing 19 vulnerabilities. The most severe, CVE 2025-42890, rated 10 out of 10, concerns SQL Anywhere Monitor, where hard-coded credentials allowed arbitrary code execution. SAP urges administrators to discontinue the module and delete all instances. Another critical bug, CVE 2025-42887 in SAP Solution Manager, allows authenticated attackers to inject malicious code due to missing input sanitization. No active exploitation is confirmed, but immediate patching is strongly advised. In the United States, the government is reportedly preparing to ban TP-Link network devices, citing national security concerns over alleged ties to China. Officials argue that TP-Link systems may still fall under Chinese influence, even though the company claims complete separation since 2022, with headquarters in California and manufacturing moved to Vietnam. TP-Link denies any risk, emphasizing its independence and product security. However, the debate echoes previous concerns. In 2024, congressional committees found TP-Link routers on U.S. military bases and cited Chinese APT groups, including Camaro Dragon, using malicious firmware for espionage. Microsoft also reported TP-Link routers hijacked for password-spraying attacks on Microsoft accounts. Experts note that most router vendors, Cisco, Netgear, Belkin, Linksys, still manufacture in China and ship devices with default passwords and outdated firmware. Users are urged to change credentials immediately, enable auto-updates, and consider open-source firmware like OpenWRT or DDWRT for greater control. Law enforcement disruption has also hit the Radamanthys InfoStealer operation. This malware-as-a-service platform, sold by subscription, allowed criminals to steal credentials and browser cookies. Starting November 11th, multiple operators reported losing SSH access to their servers, replaced by certificate-based authentication and showing German IP activity, signs of a seizure by European authorities. The developer suspects German law enforcement in coordination with Operation Endgame, the joint Europol-FBI effort that has already taken down infrastructures linked to TrickBot, IcedID, and Bumblebee Radamanthys' .onion sites are offline, and a countdown on Endgame's portal suggests another announcement is imminent. Finally, Microsoft has fixed a Windows 11 Task Manager bug introduced by update KB5067036. Closing Task Manager did not terminate its process, creating multiple background instances that slowed down systems. The issue is now resolved in the KB5068861 security update, which also addresses other known bugs. For those unable to update immediately, Microsoft recommends manually entering the task via command prompt using taskkill/umtaskmgr.exe/f. This update joins recent fixes for installation errors, media creation tool issues, and BitLocker boot loops. And that's the end of this episode. I hope it provided clear and useful information. You can share your feedback by email at RadioCSIRT@gmail.com. All open source intelligence sources used for this episode are available on RadioCSIRT.com as well as in the episode description. And if you're a new listener, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. See you tomorrow for a new episode. Until then, don't think, just patch. Sending you much love. See you tomorrow. Bye.